Hello, 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 and welcome back to CreativeMelodi. I'm AnthonyFrazer, and this is
Marlene Marvelous.
And do we have a video for you?
But before we do,
be sure to go ahead and smash that like button, and also if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please go ahead and do so now. If you'd like to follow us on social media, our links are down below in the description box along with my handle. To my Vivo channel, you can check out my music videos over there. Go over there, like, comment, and subscribe, and then come back over here.
Well, you can also like, comment, and subscribe on our own personal YouTube channels, which are going to be right here and right here. So this is mine, that's Anthony's. If you guys want to put these, what are they called, handles, and then put that in the search box, go like, comment, subscribe on my account, his account, and then right back to here because we love you guys and we appreciate you. We love making content for you.
Yes, we do. And now in this video, we're about to dive into an album. This is going to be Something Beautiful from Miss Miley Cyrus. So without further ado, let's dive in. Here we go. So up first is track 1. This is called Prelude. Here we go.
Until I feel the vibrations, I wanna give you vibrations. Like when following, your eyes can't keep from being swallowed into, like when holding, your hands can't seem to think into air, like when facing the sun, your skin feels warm, can't be in the world that it's warm with, like walking alone through out in an empty room, landing in a mirror, aching to be seen, come real. But the beauty one finds where it belongs to be shared.
There was definitely some live instrumentation there because somebody wasn't hitting the right note.
Somebody's giving the wrong note.
But, interesting. Interesting. I mean, I kind of liked what she was talking about. I'm kind of confused as to what this album's about to be, but I am willing to go on the ride and the journey to get there. I'm gonna probably give this Prelude, don't know that this would necessarily be a single, but I would give this Prelude like a 7.
Okay.
Just because I'm curious as to what's about to happen. I do like the instrumentation that we had at the end of like where the music has kind of like built up to, and I'm like, okay, what's the next song that comes after this? Because it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what the next song would be?
No.
After Prelude? Okay.
I don't know the track list of this album.
Gotcha. All right. How about you? What do you think?
It's really hard to say.
Did you already heard the album?
No, I did not hear that. Well, okay, first of all, we watched the movie.
We didn't watch nothing.
Oh, true.
I've seen the last 10 minutes of it.
That's true. But okay, I watched the movie, and that was my first time technically listening to the album.
You lying bitch. A lying bitch.
Anthony,
Just admit it, friend.
Anthony, I didn't listen to the album. That was my first time. I didn't even hear any of the songs. I literally was waiting, but then...
a liar.
Anyway, so I never heard the album, and I will say from what I did hear, this is definitely different from a lot of her previous work. So I was very intrigued to see where we were going with all of this. I guess I need to discover more of the reasoning and like the meaning behind this album. But, okay, so after Prelude, it's Something Beautiful. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember that song, but I don't know. I really want to hear how it flows into that, but also I would like to see how even the visuals flow into that, because I mean, some of the visuals did kind of intermingle with each other just a little bit, but I don't know, like it's fine, I guess, like, and I see what her vision and her idea was for, like, as far as for like promoting this album. I think it's cool, but did this need to be by its, well, no, I think Something Beautiful was released with it. I don't know. I don't know. It's whatever. It's not like a whoa kind of like or like a,
Yeah.
what are they called? The we have like not skits, or not skits, but
Interludes.
like interludes. There we go. It's not like an amazing interlude, but like it's interesting and it's different, and it's especially for her. So I guess I'm just gonna give it a 6.
And up next is going to be track 2. This is Something Beautiful, the title track. Okay, I see where she's kind of trying to be experimental, but I feel like I'm still lost. Ooh! So I'm getting this kind of like, I don't know, early 2000s R&B, neo soul type feel, but then like with her voice, I don't know, it just seems a bit off. And then I'm getting, and maybe it's just the way that she's like going at it, but I was kind of getting into it, right? I'm kind of like, okay, I can kind of see this, where it's kind of like, even like a bit like, maybe I would say like, maybe like Norah Jones, Michelle Branch-esque type of, I don't know, laid back vibe moment in the beginning. And then she goes into the pre-chorus, and I'm just like kind of lost. And then we go into the chorus, and I'm just like, I feel like this is one of those, like, you know when you watch like a thriller or like a coming attraction of like, I don't know, some new fucking scary movie that's about to come out, and it's like the killer's chasing somebody, and it's like scene blackness, scene cut away, scene, and it's just giving you like little clips of like him chasing the person down, and it's like, and then he like pops out of the fucking door, and she's like breathing heavy, like it's just like all that, right? I could see this for like, I don't know, some fucking TV show when there's about to be drama.
Y'all might think I live for drama. I just want you to feel, mama.
That's kind of what I'm getting with this whole like this part. Like, okay, imagine like we're watching like the Mormon Wives show, right? And like they just got into a huge fight, and then all of a sudden one storms off, and this is like the music that they play in the background, right?
It sounds very like soundtracky.
Yeah, it's very soundtracky, right? But it's like, it's very TikTok. It's very one moment. It's a quick moment, right? You're only getting it for that 10-15 second audio grab, and that's all it is. It's not, you're not getting it for like a moment. You're not having this music live in a piece of music. It's living for a soundbite. And I'm so tired of it. I'm hearing it again and again and again. It's one thing to say that you're going to be experimental, right? I don't know what this is. This is like 7 different things morphed into one. And it's like the lyrics could have somewhat been okay, but you can really hardly understand what the hell it is, because as I was reading the lyrics, I'm like, that's not what she just said. And I had to look. I'm like, does this even come from her actual YouTube page? Like, yeah, it does. It came from her actual YouTube. This is her official lyric video. And I'm like, that's what she said is the lyric? Like, that's not what it sounded like. Like, why did we not go back into the production of the audio and say, okay, like, let's fix how I sound, because I'm not saying the right words. I'm not saying what I actually wrote. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I kind of would have definitely gone for like a Bangers 2.0 instead of this album. Thus far, who knows? Maybe I'll be a changed person by the end of the album. I'm gonna give this a 6. It kind of is what it is. I'm not really impressed. I kind of was just vibing with it in the beginning, and then we kind of went completely left field, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to consume this. So
I'm gonna give this a 9. I really did like this. I understand, like, the change in the sound in this. I can understand why people don't like it, because it is dramatic, but I don't mind it like that, because I feel like we're kind of soaking up this moment.
Girl, so what up?
You know what I mean? I feel like we're building the moment. We're soaking it up. And I don't know. I mean, the lyrics, they're not by any means like special or spectacular. But I mean, like, they're decent and it's cute. And I mean, I find it enjoyable. But I almost just know this one's already judging me right now. But like,
I'm ignoring you.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not that bad. I kind of like this. It's cute. I don't know. There's just something endearing to me about the lyrics. And I like her vocals. I like her vocals on this. And I like the way that she kind of plays around a little bit, especially with the production on it and, you know, where she goes with it. I don't know. I like it. I like it.
The audible vocals. The things that you can actually hear and understand, I like those. Everything else, I'm like,
I don't know. I got the visual in my head.
Mm-hmm. And up next is going to be track 3, End of the World. Here we go.
It's not the end of the world. Plus you've been saving on a mercy like McCartney with some milk on rooms. The sun made out. It's gone for sure. Save the scene. Baby, we will wait to die. Take it to the corner because you know tomorrow. It's not the, it's not the, it's not the. See it coming down.
Best song so far off the album.
Oh.
Yes, I like this one a lot. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I like the structure of the song. I like the vocal production. I love the instrumentation. I love the overall production of the beats. I do like her vocals and the way that they're laid on here. layered on here. I also kind of feel like I'm getting a vibe. Okay, so it's definitely got like this 80s tinge vibe to it, right? But I also feel like we kind of get like a soft rock Rod Stewart-esque feel.
Oh,
like we're
okay.
kind of getting like, and this isn't any shade, but it's kind of like what Paris Hilton thought she was kind of doing on her first album. Hopeless Romantic, you know, kind of song. So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 10. I really do like this. I love how, you know, I love the production. I love the lyrics. I love her vocals. I will say though, I think now I see more of the reason why I gave the last song a 9, because I feel like this song should have been put first in front of Something Beautiful, because I feel like Something Beautiful is a little, it's weird because I feel like Something Beautiful is a little bit more mature and darker versus this is a little bit lighter and poppier. I don't know. I just feel like that maybe we could have structured this. I mean, obviously, we're just listening to the songs as, you know, she released them, but still, like, based on what she released them, she's also released them in the order of the album. So, that being said, I still feel like she should have probably just, I don't know, made a better tracking list for this. But who knows? There probably was a vision for all of this. But I really like this.
And up next is track 4, More to Lose.
We're 2 to 2, but I'm hanging on. Say I'm leaving, but I'm only away my mind. I wait. But I wish it wasn't true. That one would have. The TV's on and like a favorite show.
Wow. My favorite song from this album thus far.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna give it a 10. I love the writing. I love the emotional sentiment that's in this song at the same time as trying to make it like something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
You know, she's trying to really pick a way to describe her feelings that is relatable and understandable, but it seems like she's holding back on literally what she wants to say.
Yeah.
And honestly, a part of this feels like it's still about Liam, whether that is right or wrong. It feels like she was so drawn to that relationship, and I get it. There was so much that relationship kind of had a hold on her. Knowing the story, which is why it feels like this song is meant for that, when saying right here, she said, I knew that someday one would have to choose. I knew someday you'd do what I couldn't do. I just thought we had more to lose. It's like she knew that it was never going to be her as the choice.
Yeah.
But she wishes that she was, because they'd built so much. And that's just like so heartbreaking. Like, to literally hear that, I'm like, damn, like that's rough, you know?
That's rough, buddy.
I don't know. I feel like just the writing aspect alone kind of took me out from it. Now, I do believe that like the production on the song could have been more, it could have been bigger, it could have been grander, it could have been catchier, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like Miley Cyrus gives a damn, to be honest. I just don't think she cares.
So, first I was really liking it. Then we got to that harmonica part but they kind of like auto-tuned it and made it like more electronic sounding. That kind of took me out. But then I liked the key change, so that kind of brought it back up for me. So I think I'm just going to go and stick with it as a 10. I do like this song. I think that, yeah, anyone can really relate to this and really find any kind of relatability in the sense of being in a situation where your relationship, regardless of whatever it is, having someone else choose something over you and ending that connection between you two, I feel like that's something that's relatable for anyone and everyone. So, I mean, yeah, and actually I did want to point something out. I did read that apparently this album is actually supposed to be the after effects of the breakup. So I think, what is it? Endless Summer Vacation, or what, isn't that what it was called? Endless Summer Vacation?
Yeah.
So I kind of get the feeling that maybe Endless Summer Vacation was kind of the thoughts and the feelings that happened right after, but Something Beautiful is going to be everything that happens like after those emotions. And now it's like almost like a withdrawal. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what this is what I'm assuming this album is supposed to be. So now I'm starting.
Well, that's how it felt. That's what I was saying.
Well, yes, yeah. So and I get that, and I heard that too. So now it does make me think like, okay, well, if that's where we're at with this album, now I'm starting to see more of the picture, because before I was struggling to see what's going on, like what this vision was for this album. So now that I hear it, I'm more intrigued to hear the rest of this album and to kind of get into the lyrics and stuff and really kind of dissect this more.
Now, is it weird to you that we're already 4 tracks in and you're just hearing that?
I guess I'm gonna say yes, because I feel like maybe Prelude was kind of trying to talk about that, but I don't think it was successful in that.
Okay.
Something Beautiful, I don't know. Something Beautiful and End of the World, like, I don't really know where that all fits. Also, I want to point out, I feel like More to Lose is very Elton John. That's kind of was the sound I was kind of getting, was it's very Elton John.
I agree.
But back to the question. I guess, yeah, I don't really know where or why we have Something Beautiful and End of the World kind of ahead of More to Lose. I don't know. To me, like, End of the World...
On the track list?
Yes.
Well, to be honest with you, I feel like More to Lose should be lower down in the track list.
Really?
Yeah, like track 12, track 13, like close out the album on that.
Okay.
But again, I don't know how this is gonna push through. I didn't get to see the movie. And next is going to be track 5, Interlude 1. Here we go. Okay. Okay. And up next is track 6, Easy Lover.
You're the I still miss you when you're gone. Nature, hate you, but all you want once every hour. You got the love horses and still. And I'm in your bed, I've ashes, and so
No, I do like the song. It's not that I don't like it. I do like it. It seems like one of the more catchier songs on the album, which is kind of funny how she's putting these in the middle. You know, for myself, I usually I look at track 6 and track 1 as like the songs that are kind of like attention grabbers, because you want something midway through and then you want something around like the 3/4 of the way through, right? And then you always want your title track to kind of be something very inviting, alluring, or something that kind of draws them in to continue to listen to the album. Usually you give like your first couple of good songs and like the first couple of tracks, just so that people are kind of drawn in to continue to listen. But nonetheless, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the journey that she's taken us on, but not really understanding it.
Okay.
But I do like this song. I am going to probably give this song a 9, just because I feel like production-wise we could go a little bit harder on this. But I also see where I could relate back to Midnight Sky, so yeah. And up next is track 7, Interlude 2. Here we go. All right, I'm seeing like flashes of montages is what I'm getting. Is that kind of what happened?
Oh my god.
Because you've seen the movie
Yeah.
that I paid for us to go see that I didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Because my ass was stuck at work. Okay.
Well, I remember Interlude 1 was kind of like the transition from More to Lose to Easy Lover.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was kind of like this like really weird behind the scenes, like, you know, going from like set to set, you know what I mean? Because in the Easy Lover music video, she was like getting ready to shoot like the next scene or something, right? Mm-hmm. So like that scene where she's like in the mask, or the mesh mask, I guess, and like the suit, that's kind of where she kind of goes from there. And then she's like traveling like a corridor, and it's like this like interesting like kind of weird scenes and flashes of her walking and like scenarios and the environment, and then kind of like her like getting ready and like taking stuff off or whatever, and like that's kind of where it goes into the Easy Lover music video.
Gotcha.
And so for Interlude 2, I don't remember specifically what happened in this one. I almost want to say it was kind of flashes of the next song of Golden Burning Sun.
Gotcha. It sounds like a motorcycle is what's revving.
Yeah. What's so weird, and something I really wanted to point out, was I feel like Interlude 1 is definitely like that perfect transition from More to Lose into Easy Lover. The like quietness and the softness of More to Lose into the almost slight chaoticness of Easy Lover. Okay. And then now Interlude 2 is, weirdly enough, this amalgamation of, I would say, the more 80s influenced kind of sound for like the second half of this album.
Okay.
Because you do get songs like Walk of Fame, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, and Reborn. I feel like have more of like those like kind of 80s sound to them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I feel like that's kind of what is this interlude.
Okay.
It's just weird because I don't know how to feel about I guess this interlude.
Okay.
And like how short we get between these interludes and stuff. Mm-hmm. We can talk about it more when we're dissecting the whole album, or like when our final thoughts on the album, you know?
Well, I would like to dissect more when we go into the videos themselves of the interludes. When I see like the full visual from front to back, I feel like we could dissect it more, because I feel like I'm kind of following, but also at the same time kind of lost. So... yeah.
Okay.
But up next we have track 8. This is going to be Golden Burning Sun. Here we go.
All I want, if I never let you down, only one can I have. Good living young, very young, but we're going on. And I close my eyes, and so let's get higher than this. Can't you see it now? You're the golden burning sun. If I never know you want I'm just so lost.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm going to give it a 10. I think I'm going to give it a 9.
Okay.
Because I feel like production could have really helped this song be that, like, catchy radio hit. But I don't feel like it was far off.
Okay.
My only other critique is that it started out in this more folklore essence, and not Folklore by Taylor Swift, folklore essence of like Fleetwood Mac.
Mm-hmm.
I was hearing like rumors, and it's just, I think, more so like this consistency of like a steady beat behind it. You know, it's like, it's not something that really draws much attention. It just kind of keeps the pace and the tempo, and it keeps her where she needs to be for the song, which also makes it a bit like, brings her voice and her vocals to the focal point of the song. But then when we get into the chorus, I'm like, oh wow, like we're really kind of like going all out, you know? And then we get to the bridge, and the bridge has this whole moment that if you don't pay attention, you kind of get lost, you know? And you have to kind of go back and like watch the, you know, look at the words and listen again. But I don't know, I really do appreciate this song. I also like it on the album. I think that it helps with the consistency of the album and where we're leaning. And I also like the choice of lyrics that she uses in this. I feel like they're definitely colorful lyrics, you know? They really do paint a different picture than most artists would do writing wise. And I feel like that in itself is admirable at this point in her career, because I think she's 9-10 albums in.
Yes.
Like, she doesn't really need to keep pushing out these albums. She's just kind of doing it. And to kind of put this thought and like mindset into the process, like, I don't know, I'm really liking the risk, you know?
Okay.
At this time in her career, like, she could just be going to the studio making bangers and not giving a fuck about anybody. But instead, she's going in and she's taking a risk on, is somebody actually going to like this? Or is this just something that is like a personal love, you know?
Yeah.
Or a personal interest. And it seems like she's just trying to do something that seems more authentic to her. But how about you? How do you feel?
Okay, so I do agree. There is something with production that unfortunately kind of takes it down from a 10. But for me, I'm going to give it a 9.5 because I do really like this song.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even with that being said, like, I do feel like there are a couple of things. I noticed that there is like this, what's the fucking term? Background vocals, I guess. Or like ad-libs, I don't know. Like, no, background vocals. She has vocals that are going on in the background, but you barely hear them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish you could hear that a little bit more clearer, because I feel like when I was kind of paying attention to it, I'm like, oh wait, it sounds actually kind of pretty. Well, and then, and I don't know, then you were talking about the bridge, and personally, I don't like the bridge.
No?
I did not, yeah, no, I didn't really like the bridge. I don't know. I felt like we kind of dropped at the bridge. Everything else was fine. I actually really liked it. But I will say that the lyrics, I really do enjoy the lyrics a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like, I wanted her to take it even further. Because there was definitely a lot of the lyrics that I was hearing, I was like, ooh, that's actually really cute. Like, there were some really cute things. Something about laying under the fountain getting high, I was like, that kind of took me out a little bit, but everything else I really enjoyed. But I wish she would have pushed it a little bit further in the lyrics. Other than that, though, I actually really enjoyed. I really do like this song. But I love Angels Are Real, I See Them Coming, but they won't ever catch up if we're running. That's cute. I like that.
Yeah. And up next we have track 9, Walk of Fame, featuring Brittany Howard. Here we go.
Every day, because I walk away. Every night it's all the same. I can see it's walk away. A place to hide. Yeah. But every time it's all the same. Walk away. It's a walk of fame. It's a walk of fame.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, there's definitely a sample there on that. It sounds too much like that. Anyway, outside of that, the song has, honestly, I kind of like it.
Gaga Chandra.
I like this stark concept that's there. It's kind of like the musicality of it is very in your face, while she is very demanding in the lyrics.
Yeah.
I feel like she's very forward in what she's asking.
So, when are we gonna fuck?
But where it breaks me is like the verses are great, right? I feel like the verses are decent. The chorus, where was it? Did we find it? Because I didn't find one. I didn't see one at all. I think that in itself, and maybe being a shorter song, would have definitely helped it be a 9 out of 10. I'm probably going to say I'm going to give this a 7. But I am going to say that it has a lot of potential to be a really good song. I think this one needed to go back to the writing process, and we needed to just figure out how to sum up a chorus, a decent chorus, because I don't know what we were doing there. I really don't. And I just feel like it kind of went on too long. It's kind of like we had a remix of like Hung Up by Madonna.
Oh.
Like I was just like, girl, is it gonna end? But I don't mind the song. Musicality wise, I think that and the lyrics in itself draw itself to be something demanding and forward. And I feel like there's a lot in that presence, but it was the chorus, the lack of a chorus thereof for me. But yeah, I'll give it a 7.
Okay. See, for me, like, I do really like it. I do really like the sound of it.
Do you?
But my problem, I guess, kind of comes from more so the production. As I didn't really like how her vocals were produced.
Really?
I feel like they were still a little too quiet.
See, but I think that's what I like about it. It's that they were forward and quiet. Well, they were forward and they were like she was forward in what she was saying, but like they were just kind of like in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just, for me, it made it hard to like hear her and the lyrics a little bit. Like I felt like I really had to focus in and like pay attention to like what she was saying with the lyrics. So that was kind of the hard thing. I don't mind the lyrics. I just wish I could hear it. You know? And then yes, the fact that this is 6 minutes long, like, girl, I love you, but like this did not need to be a 6 minute song.
No, this one wasn't 6 minute worthy.
Like you definitely could have shaved off like at least maybe like 1 minute and 30 seconds off this song.
Coulda?
Shoulda.
Right. Definitely.
But I don't know. I guess I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Just because I find the song to be a little catchy.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I will say that I think Walk of Fame, Every Girl You Ever Loved, and Reborn are probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. Now listening back, I'm like, yeah, those are the ones that stood out to me.
Okay.
Up next is track 10, Pretend You're God. Here we go. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I like the song a little bit more. I like the darkness in it. I like the mood that it sets, the tone that we're going for. I feel like it's kind of a bit luring.
I slowly started to be seduced by him. Like, he started to seduce me. And now he's literally all I ever think about. Like, oh my God.
This song.
Okay.
It kind of pulls you in a bit, like almost trance-like. But again, like there's something, it's still missing something. I can't put my finger on what it is missing, but it's missing something. Like it's, all these songs I feel like are really, really good. And they're like almost there. You know, it's like we're just like, we're leaving something off intentionally for it not to go to the next level.
Okay.
It's like, I think she's like intentionally trying not to make it pop.
Okay.
You know, by keep giving these like choruses that are kind of just like similar to the rest of the song. You know? I don't know. I'm probably going to give it an 8. But
okay.
How about you?
I'm going to give this one a 9.
Okay.
I do like it. A little disappointed with the lyrics and how we basically just kind of repeated them.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As soon as we walked into verse 2, I was like, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
That was all she wrote.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, that was a little disappointing, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's not bad. I do like the vibe of it. I like her tone in her voice. I thought that the production on the song was really nice. So, and I do kind of like the lyrics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to me, it's a 9.
Okay.
All right, and then up next, we are at track 11, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, featuring Naomi Campbell.
Period. What song is that? What song is that?
She never wears a watch. She has the perfect scent. Pose.
I know what it is. No Tears Left to Cry.
It's probably one of my favorite songs from the album thus far.
Oh, okay.
I like the different instruments that are being used in this. I feel like we have like a sax or a horn of some sort, of some trumpet or something that's in here. I feel like it's very forward. It's very 80s. Very 80s. And honestly, I love this type of 80s. It really calls to like... to me, it calls to some of like the more nostalgic early 2000s movies that call back onto the 80s, like 13 Going on 30, you know, type of thing for me. But yeah, no, I really do like this. And there's something in there that it's some sort of a sample that I'm hearing in the chorus, and I'm liking it. It's reminiscent of the 80s. It's kind of pulling from what they did musically with the vocals, not necessarily sampling the lyrics or the music itself. It's more so like the style and the production choices that they did, that I'm trying to get what that is right now, but it's not hitting me in the brain. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 9.5. I really do like this a lot, and I love Naomi Campbell's part. I really do. In her part, I kind of feel very much like I'm hearing Michael's In the Closet. If anybody is like calling back to that, when she does the talk in that, I'm getting very much that nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is pulling from that for me as a Michael fan.
Yeah,
that's what it kind of calls back to. But you know, to each their own. But yeah, how about you?
So funny enough, I'm also gonna give this a 9.5.
Oh, period.
I really do like the song.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I will say though is I feel like we are hearing two different songs.
Okay.
I feel like that
you're always hearing something different, but...
Well, I just feel like that this song itself could have been broken down into two different songs.
Okay.
Because I feel like when we get to then, like, Naomi's
Go ahead. Fuck up her name one more time, and she will throw a phone at you as well, okay?
I feel like when we get to Naomi Campbell's part, it feels like then, like, towards the end of the song, it feels like we are getting another song. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like that maybe we could have created something completely different for that.
Maybe.
You know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that it sounds a little different from the first half of the song.
Well, I think, honestly, I feel like what Miley's trying to do on this is she's trying to build something like Justin Timberlake did, where instead of having interludes, she is really trying to do something where, like, it seamlessly flows from track to track to track to track to track. You're getting, like, one whole story. I feel like Justin tried to do this as well with Future Sex Love Sounds. Now, it was a little less, you know, that storyline on Justin's album because it was kind of all over the place. But she's doing these where a song starts to then bend or turn into something else, where it's gearing you up for that transition. But I feel like she's trying to create this, like, heightened climax in each moment, you know?
Yeah.
And some of it's hitting and some of it's not.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I think that
you just wish that the second part was more.
Yeah. Like, the song itself is like 5 minutes and 18 seconds long. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, okay, well then maybe, like, you could have just split this in half and maybe, like, just made, like, a whole new song from the second half. Because that's just what I'm hearing.
Okay.
And then up next is going to be track 12, Reborn.
Here we go.
Break away, any bodies become enough. All souls strikes again.
Okay. I kind of remember this from the movie because this was one of the 3 songs that I got to see.
Yeah.
I got to see Every Girl You Ever Loved, Reborn, and Give Me Love. So yeah, that was about it. I don't know. I do like this a lot. I feel like this could have been a single. I feel like this could have been a single, and especially the beginning of Reborn definitely could have been a single. Like the first 3 minutes and 35 seconds could have been a single. Could have been radio edit, could have been sent out, would have been great. I love the musicality of it. I love the production. I love the vocals. I love the writing. I love everything about it. I really think that it does very, very well. The only thing that I'm going to say that I would probably change is just I probably would have done a more up-tempo beat.
Okay.
I probably would have given it more of like a club remix version. And I mean, that doesn't mean that this version can't live and then the remix version is afterwards, right? But I would have done like a Valentine remix or like a Van what is his name? Van
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Not Van Halen. What the hell is his name? But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 10, and I'll find this while you are giving us your opinion.
No, so this to me, when I first saw the movie, I would say that this was kind of one of the standout tracks for me. I do really love this song. And honestly, like, after we did our session for Every Girl You've Ever Loved, I was like, oh, Reborn's next. And I was like, I remember I loved that song. And I wanted to listen to it again to, like, find out why. And I did. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember. I love the production of this song. To me, like, it's more my vibe. That like trance, like kind of techno music, like literally something I could hear like at a gay bar, you know, like, I don't know, like the flashing like laser lights or whatever, like strobe lights, fucking, what is it? Steam, smoke, all that, whatever.
Fog.
Yeah, fog, there we go. Yeah, I could see, like, dark room or whatever. I don't know, like, I like the vibe of it. And then the lyrics are so interesting because I don't know, it's fits that like really weird, like kind of psychedelic vibe of the song. You know what I mean? The chorus is like my favorite thing. Just the lines of, if heaven exists, I've been there before, kill my ego, let's be reborn. I don't know why that like, just like.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, just.
Tinkles.
What did Cynthia Riva do? That. But yeah, that's just the feeling I get. It just tickles my brain.
All right. And it was Armin van Helden.
Yes,
is the producer. I feel like he would do really, really well with something like that, or like a Junkie XL. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I really feel like that would be really well.
Maybe like Tiesto or a Cascade.
Yeah, Tiesto. I think Tiesto or Cascade would do well, but I don't know. I feel like I'm going less for like less poppy, more like full remix, like 7-11 minute remixes.
Okay,
of it, you know.
What about Dave Adu?
Yeah, I like him. Dave Odd. Is that what it is? Is it Odd or Odd?
I don't know.
I think it's Dave Odd.
Probably.
But yeah, even Above and Beyond, I like them as well.
And then up next is going to be the last song off this album. It is track 13, Give Me Love.
Here we go. Okay. I feel like it's a good way to close an album. I feel like it's very resolutionary. Like it feels like a resolution, right? It feels like we've come to a conclusion in this. I don't know. I feel like she is like yearning for something that she once had before. Is it safe to say that I feel like she may feel tied to Liam the way Britney felt tied to Justin?
Could be.
I don't know. I feel like she's gone through relationships outside of him and still feels like this sort of call to him. Now, I know that they were married for a while. And I know that they had been in a relationship since like 2009. But after their breakup, which was a couple years ago, she had dated a few other people, right? So, I don't know. I feel like there's something calling back to that. That feels sort of like she hasn't necessarily gotten closure. That's what I'm getting from this whole thing.
Okay.
You know, the lyrics in this and the way that she's singing it, the lyrics really describe that, you know, no closure to me is where she kind of feels like things are still unresolved. But she's kind of like accepting where she is now.
Okay.
You know? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 9. We'll talk about this more when we review the visual for this song. But I remember when we were watching this, right? I remember after Reborn, I was like, oh my god, like this is so cool. Like, are we gonna get more? Like, how many more songs are there left? And then this song came, and then like it seemed like it was like the credits, right? And I still get this image in my head. This image of Miley dressed as like fucking Elton John with these fucking feathers and shit, looking like a fucking
cockatoo.
Yeah, fucking a rainbow threw up on a peacock or something.
I'm dead.
And like, I don't know. That image is still like, it's like burned in my brain. And so it kind of is like put a bad taste in my mouth for this song. Now, truthfully, it's not bad. It's not a bad song. It's cute. It's fun. It is that like older rock music. You know what I mean? Like very Beatles, very like, what else would you say? Like,
I'd say Beatles. I'd say Elton John.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of the vibe that I get from this song. And I don't know, like it's interesting, you know, like it's such an interesting way to end the album because I feel like there are so many different themes in this album, but at the same time they all follow somewhat of a similar pattern in some certain aspects. Like I feel like, you know, there is a bit of a sadness, like a bit of like a melancholy sadness, but at the same time there's also like a chaoticness in this. There are songs about love and loss and finding the joy, but also the pain in the good times and the bad times of all of this. You know what I mean? And so this just kind of feels like the perfect closing of it. Like it seems like everything's on fire. Like you go to like the song End of the World, right? So it's almost like that song's like a prediction, you know what I mean? And now Give Me Love is the prediction. It's finally coming true. Like the world is ending. Like this is it. So
yeah, no, I could see that 100%.
There's also very interestingly a lot of usage of like religious symbolism that I've noticed. Like we have songs like Give Me Love, Reborn, and
Pretend You're God.
I would even almost say Golden Burning Sun. But yeah, it's just very interesting. Very, very interesting to see the certain themes that are being used kind of in this album. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
so up next is going to be track 14, Secrets, featuring Lindsay Buckingham and Mac Fleetwood. Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
That's where I was getting confused.
Great. So here we go.
Sunlight in the shadows. I promise, like stones against the glass.
Okay. Sonically kind of fits the album. I don't necessarily know if it 100% fits it, but again, it's a bonus track, right? It's a deluxe track, I would say. I'd say more like the production on her voice matches the vibe of the album.
Yeah.
I would say that the song necessarily would fit somewhere else. I don't mind it though. I do like it. There's some things with her voice that I wish that she would change. Kind of more so like the melody choices that she chose and the arrangement of how she was singing it. But again, that just could be what, Fleetwood Mac asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it may be in contract or copyright or whatever. Obviously, this seems like it's not her song,
Yeah.
right? But I don't know. It could be. I didn't really look into this. It does look like she's a writer on the song, though. But yeah, no, I don't mind this song. I'm gonna go ahead and give the song a 9.
Yeah.
But I would kind of like maybe less monotone in the vocals on the verses.
Okay.
I feel like she kind of went all in on the choruses, and we kind of got like very on the verses, and I'm like,
Yeah.
great.
Switch it up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get something crazy for the next one because 13 and a half minutes.
I'm not ready for that.
No, ma'am.
I mean, it's cute. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. Does it fit the album? I would think so. I mean, it does kind of give like bonus track vibes,
Okay.
But I don't know. I guess also lyrically it doesn't fit on the album. So I do agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, it's cute. Nothing really is like for me about it,
Yeah.
Nothing like really stands out to me. So, but it's fine. It's cute. I mean, truthfully, I feel like she could have put it in the middle of the album or something, thrown it somewhere.
So you feel like it does fit the album?
Well, yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm just saying, like, maybe, especially, like, for a bonus track, I feel like maybe she could have just thrown this in, like, somewhere in the middle of the album, kind of like what Gaga does with, like, with her albums, like, Mayhem and Born This Way, where she'll, like, throw the bonus tracks, like, somewhere in after one of the standard track lists. I feel like maybe that would be better instead of just throwing it at the end. Because I feel like to kind of go from Give Me Love into this is a little weird.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Gimme Love is still like a better ending song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like when artists do not mess with the original track list. Because I feel like that track list is created for a flow in specific. There's a vibe and a reason and a rhyme of why we chose that flow.
Yeah.
To throw bonus tracks into that or deluxe tracks into that, I feel like, you know, I guess that's fine, but it's not a concept album.
Yeah.
It'd be different if it was a concept album where every song had to be in a certain place, which I feel like Something Beautiful, every song flows into each other.
True.
So to throw it randomly into the middle would be like
weird.
Why?
Yeah.
You know,
I
what
get
was the
that.
reason? Whereas, you know, Mayhem's not necessarily a concept album. You know, these songs don't necessarily flow into one another. So if Gaga wants to go ahead and take, you know, a bonus track that's going to be track 22 and throw it in at track 6, it's not going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, but concept albums are a bit tricky. But yeah, that is it for Secrets. We're about to move on to the next track, which is
track 15. Lockdown, featuring David Bryan.
That's where we're about to be. We're about to be locked down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Better not all be music, I swear to God. We're gonna get like 5 minutes in and then finally hit the music. The lyrics, sorry. Oh, those vocals were a choice.
Well, if you guys haven't already, go stream Anthony's music. He has a couple of new singles.
This would be a good time to plug our sponsors. Our sponsors are... No, I'm kidding.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. It means so much to me. We are still going.
We still haven't even moved into the second dollar.
Make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button for all future videos.
Pull up the Wikipedia page. What was the reason for this song?
Alright, it's a 2. That's being generous. They're somewhat kind of catchy. Fucking way too long. What the fuck was this?
Can you go grab me the bottle of wine and the glass?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Well, I needed to bring myself back to life because I fucking died somewhere along 1 minute and 13 seconds and 13 minutes and 32 seconds. So I'm glad I'm back because we could not resuscitate me any other way. But I don't know what this shit was. I don't know why. We were on beat, we were off beat, we were around the beat, we were Gloria Estefan for all the fucking God's sake. I don't know. Half the instruments started playing out of fucking whack. They were on track, they were off track, they came back to the track. That was a bunch of bullshit. 0. My first 0 on the channel.
Damn.
Is it my first?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there might have been some songs in the past that you probably have given a 0. I want to say like maybe like Katy Perry or something.
Katy Perry or Taylor Swift, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
0. I'm done. I don't know. I'm glad this was the last of the album. Well, that is it for this album. Let's go ahead and give you our final thoughts. I would like to say that this definitely felt like an album of playfulness and not necessarily in search of creating something for radio, right? It seemed like we were just going into the studio and setting out to provide a vibe, like bring this vibe together for the album, kind of make something that seemed very cohesive of a project, without necessarily bringing a bunch of different people on board. Even though we did have a couple of writers and producers on here, I just feel like everything just seemed a little bit more like it flowed from one thing into the next. And where I do appreciate that and the artistic vibe of that, I do find some flaws in the longevity of the album, because I feel like there is that hope for, you know, the top 10, or the song that's going to compete on the charts, the song that's going to kind of stand out to the general public, to hope that it continues to burn the album. I kind of feel like Miley is in a place where she's not necessarily looking to gain numbers and stuff like that. And maybe that's how she feels, but I also feel like she's in a place where she kind of has to chase the numbers. And I'm sure she's doing great financially, right? I'm not saying that she needs the money. I'm just saying, I feel like Miley has always competed for this star, right?
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't just been like solidly like been a star, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, Hannah Montana had its time, and then like it seemed like every single album she was chasing that same fame, right? And some of it she was successful, and some of it she wasn't. Some of it was even better than what it was before. But I feel like kind of after we got Miley in her bangers era, we haven't really been able to get back to that over the top, you know, I wouldn't even say craziness, but like that over the top like album that like people chased, right?
Yeah.
I feel like she's had great singles, she's had #1s, she's had Grammys, but again, we're still chasing the success, right? And I want these albums to be not even just fan favorites. I want them to be something that like stands the test of time, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's people like Britney Spears, Gaga, Mariah. They all do this, right? They all have these albums. Beyonce, and the list can go on. I just feel like Miley's in a place where she can be playful, but it has to be playful with a purpose.
Yeah.
And I just feel like this maybe wasn't, and again, this is personal opinion, but this maybe wasn't executed the right way. I feel like when she had the conversation with Dolly, and Dolly said to her, "There's no hit song on this record. Where's the hit song?" She maybe should have went back to the drawing board and said,
"Okay, let me get a couple of hits on this. If I want to be playful throughout the rest of it, that's fine. But let me put in 1 or 2, 3 maybe hits, and I can just hide them in here and kind of create them."
Not necessarily saying she has to sell herself out for TikTok or for social media, but she could have created something that had a catchier chorus. She could have created something that had a, you know, more budget behind the music video, you know, something that had some sort of promotion in it, something that maybe she got a deal with Target or whoever, right? That could probably foot the bill for something, you know, like kind of give her this leg up in sponsorship.
Okay.
But I don't feel like we necessarily got that. And for that, I do like the album. I'm not going to give it a full 10 though. I am going to give this an 8.
Okay.
Because I do like it, but I feel like it falls short.
Okay.
Where was it a great payoff? I don't know. We'll have to see, you know, what this album does over the next couple of years. But I just feel like I probably wouldn't have taken this risk now.
Okay.
I probably would have waited.
Okay.
You know? I don't know, because I think this is what, her 8th studio album?
This is her 9th studio album.
9th studio album. Yeah, I just feel like we maybe shouldn't have been more riskier here.
Okay.
But again, that is personal opinion.
So, funny enough, there's some things I did kind of want to talk about in some points that you did bring up. Funny enough, she did get, or she did like have like a, what is it? What's the word? Advertisement or whatever? Like she was kind of the face for, I think she is the face for Gucci fragrances. So, I mean, there is that. So, I mean, obviously she's making money off of that.
Right.
And now she has a sponsorship with Maybelline. But I guess like,
well, I guess the more so I was saying on that was all like these sponsorships were supposed to promote the album.
yeah.
You know, they're not necessarily promoting the album. She is the face behind the brand for them.
Yeah.
So they're making the money from her likeness, not vice versa.
Yeah. No,
You know?
I see what you mean. But I guess like in a really weird way, I think like that's why she kind of created the music videos and kind of created this album, was because she didn't want that. This album, I would say, is almost kind of the opposite of what people would expect and would want from, I guess, a pop star. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of like, just even from like reading from what Miley was kind of like looking to do for this album, she describes that this album is supposed to be about like healing and finding kind of like the beauty in like the darkness of things, which kind of makes sense in a lot of the songs, because I would say like there are a lot of dark themes and a lot of like very interesting themes in this album. You know what I mean? Like you look at a song like End of the World, you know what I mean? Like it's the idea of, oh right, well the world is ending, like, you know, I don't know, I guess like let's find love today before, you know, everything ends. You know, or even in a song like Pretend You're God, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I think we both really enjoyed the lyrics off of, you know, and the writing off of that song, you know, or even like look at a song like, you know, Give Me Love or Reborn, you know, like those lyrical themes, or like even Every Girl You've Ever Loved and Walk of Fame. You know, I feel like that there are some really dark themes in here. And it's kind of finding the power within yourself in that. And you did also kind of bring up before that it seemed like she was still talking about her past relationship, right? You know, her past marriage. Possibly. You know, I think that maybe that is somewhere sprinkled in this. But I don't necessarily think it's the full thing. I think that for her, she is kind of seeing, I think for her, this is more so her way of trying to dismantle a ideology or maybe like a culture that has been kind of created within society right now, that she kind of is looking to maybe tear down, but more so looking to heal from herself and kind of step away from it. You know what I mean? So like, I think that the idea in itself is really cool, right? I like the idea, and also the inspiration of this album came from Pink Floyd's The Wall album. So
Never heard it.
Probably maybe I've heard one or two songs off of the album, but I definitely haven't heard the full album itself. But what I will say is, as far as for this album, cute idea. I love the idea. There's definitely a lot of great songs off this album. Is it the pop album that I would seek out? No. You know,
Is it pop?
I mean, not really, to be really honest. I don't think that there are...
I would say it's more like experimental.
It is definitely very experimental.
It's indie.
Yes.
It's
alternative, I would say.
Alternative, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily call it pop.
But
I think they do because she falls under pop, but...
Yes, I would agree with that. But I mean, like, you have some of those, like, psychedelic themes, you know, the 70s kind of sound kind of meets almost like the 80s kind of dance pop sound-ish. You know what I mean? I feel like that there was this idea, and I guess she achieved it. And I don't know, the hit songs for me off this album, I would say, are End of the World and Reborn. An Easy Lover, I'll give Easy Lover its flowers too. Walk of Fame, it's cute, but it's a little too long for me to really want to sit there and be like, yes, you know what I mean? And okay, actually, you know what? Every Girl You've Ever Loved, I think that that's a really cute one. You know, I think, and mostly because I feel like Naomi really helped carry that song. You know, I don't think without her, I would find it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shade.
Yeah.
No shade to Miley, but, you know, I don't know. I just think that, like, there's a lot of great songs off this album, but they are a little... They're very specific to a vibe and an idea that I'd have to kind of be in the mood to be like, all right, this is how I'm feeling. So let me listen to this song to, I guess, you know what I mean? To go with that feeling I'm getting, you know, and kind of maybe understand, or maybe just want to kind of process the emotion that I'm feeling to kind of go through it. I don't know.
Okay, I just don't know the hand movement you were just doing. Was that like a handshake or?
No, like, yeah, like, you know, like to compliment. There we go, compliment. To kind of compliment the song and the feeling that I'm feeling, to kind of complement each other. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's a cute album. How do I feel about it for the albums that have come out this year? I mean,
I thought it came out last year.
No, it came out this year.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still in 2025. So,
Listen here, you hateful bitch. I thought this came out in 2024, not that we were in 2025 or 26.
No, but I don't know. It's a good album.
Synopsis for and our final thoughts on this deluxe. Not need it.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't put out a physical copy, because if I would have bought it, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but I don't think these songs were really that necessary to have. You know what I mean? Like, Secrets is cute, but like, it just felt like it didn't really help enhance the album. You know what I mean?
Secrets could have been a hidden track on track 13.
Yeah. Like, it could have. Like, but to have, oh my God, Lockdown? No. That
felt like The Big Sick all over again. 100%.
And listen, I get that there are some people out there that like that kind of music, and some people like that kind of genre of music. That's totally fine. That's totally cool, right?
That's you, not me.
Well, listen, I'm just gonna say this. I can respect the fact that everyone has different tastes and whatever, and you know, if that's what you like, that's what you like. Cool. I don't. Right. And yeah, I don't know. This too much.
Way too much.
I don't know. But yeah, the deluxe was not necessary.
No. But that is it for this review. We will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button for all future videos, and we'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Until I feel the vibrations.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, why not go check out some other videos like the interviews and the unboxing videos?
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, they're like down there, duh.
Duh.